Today, many brothers and sisters who have just completed the course have joined. I can see some names: Leela Ben, Beena Ben, Karen Walsh sister, Galena sister, Aarti Ben. Yes, so then there's Ashima Ben also. So I welcome all of you. Aurobindo Bai is there, so and some maybe I missed somebody, so all are welcome. And then from today, we will start understanding or churning on what Baba has spoken in today's Murli. So, Murli is, the knowledge that we are studying, that which I shared with you for the last 21 days. The source of that knowledge is the Murli. And the Murli are the words that Shiv Baba spoke through Brahma Baba's mouth. And every child of Baba has a right to listen to what Baba spoke directly. And that Murli is available. You go through it. If you can understand Hindi, then I read it out. I read the whole Murli out. So it's on YouTube and it's on my channel, Raj Yoga Saket, and you receive a link every morning so you can listen to that. And if you don't understand Hindi, you can read the English Murli. That is available on the Madhuban Murli app. So there is this app called the Madhuban Murli app, and in that app, so maybe somebody missed that, so then the Murli is available on the Madhuban Murli app. It's available on Play Store. You can go to the Play Store, and in that you can find the Madhuban Murli app. You can download it, and in that app there is a bar at the right hand side, and there you can select the language of your choice. So whichever language you want to read the Murli in, even if it's not English, it's Spanish or French or anything, you can find the Murli translated in every language on that app. You can read the Murli, you can understand what Baba is saying today, and then in this class, we will churn on some points that Baba is sharing today. Now, it is a request that you try to listen to the Murli before you attend the class, so that this class will make more sense to you. Now, today is 27th of July, okay? So, if you are in a different time zone, then maybe it is 26th for you or 28th for you. So, today we will be analyzing the 27th July Murli. So, if you are in a different time zone, what you do is you read the Murli according to today's date, today, so that you can keep pace with the class in India. So, these are the points to note before we begin the class. And so, today's Murli is about, so first thing that Baba talks about in the Murli is that we are very fortunate. And why are we fortunate? Because God Himself is teaching us. And what is God teaching us? God, who is Shiv Baba, we know God's name, we know who God is now. God is not an abstract idea for us now. We know Baba, that God is my Baba, and He lives in the soul world, and He comes and descends in the body of Brahma Baba, and then He is speaking to us. And why has He come from that faraway land? He has come to teach us Raj Yoga. Now, what is Raj Yoga? So, Baba has come to give us that knowledge which when we imbibe through the intellect, we become a deity in the world of heaven. So, this is what Baba says is our great fortune, that we are studying the knowledge directly from the ocean of knowledge. And the ocean of knowledge is teaching us Raj Yoga, which is the study to become an emperor in the world of heaven. Now you see, there are many courses in the world, there are many studies in the world, but did you ever hear about a study which makes you the emperor of heaven? So you never have any such course in the world. So Baba is the one teaching us that knowledge. And Baba says, you are the ones who are fortunate enough to receive it. Now you see, in the world, when somebody doesn't receive something, it is because they don't have equal opportunity. Okay, so maybe they don't have the resources, they don't have access to something. But here in Baba's knowledge, it is not a question of opportunity. Yes, because this knowledge is being given free of cost to everybody. Yes, it is available for everybody. So it's not like, if you're sitting in a faraway country, you cannot have access to this knowledge. If you don't, so in every country, there is Baba's center, and then there is this knowledge is being given through the medium of the internet, and every child is being reached to. And the children don't even know the value of this knowledge. But those who know the value of this knowledge are trying tooth and nail to spread it, right? So this here is not a question of opportunity. It is the question of grabbing that opportunity. And Baba says, those who are fortunate, they grab this opportunity. And they grab this opportunity of taking this knowledge. And on this path of knowledge, the most important aspect is continuity, consistency. Because on this path of knowledge, the more you study every day, so you see in the world also, we see one phenomena, and I'm sure you will, if you look within, you will find consonance with it. So when you were studying in school or college or university, there were many bright children in your class. You could be one of them, those who always came first, got the best marks. And then there were some who were very average. But amongst the bright, there were some who were not consistent. And amongst the average, there were some who were very consistent. And today, those who were consistent are very successful. Am I right? So, those who were dedicated and regular and consistent, they, even if they were not the most talented, but consistency takes you longer than talent, it takes you higher than talent. So here also, in this study, who will become a deity? The one who is consistent. Yes, the one who studies every day, the one who is disciplined enough to study every day. And this study is going to make you the master of heaven. Now, what is so special about this knowledge? So, Baba today tells us that, knowledge is for salvation. So, usually, we never think that knowledge is for salvation. We don't think that knowledge can take us to a new world. We always think about knowledge as, something you read in the school and college, and then it just gets you a job. So we think that, when you study, you become more informed, and then second is it's a source of income, you get a job. But Baba says, this knowledge can remove you from the world of sorrow and take you to the world of peace and happiness. So this knowledge is very important. Now, what is this knowledge that Baba gives us? So the first point of knowledge is you are a soul, right? And Baba says, I am giving you the knowledge that you are a soul. And when you imbibe this knowledge through your intellect, then you become soul conscious. And soul consciousness is very powerful. Okay? Now we will understand this point. So Baba tells us that you are a soul. Now, until we come to Baba, we don't think that I am a soul, we think I have a soul. Okay, so those religions which also mention the soul, they will tell you, you have a soul. But Baba says, no, you are a soul and you have a body. And you are the soul which is doing everything through the body. Okay, so Baba says, the foundation of your experience of life is not the external world. Just try to focus and understand this. So, the foundation of your experience of life is not the external world. You are not experiencing what is happening outside. You are experiencing according to your sanskar. The soul has a mind, intellect, and sanskar. And the sanskar is a product of whatever we have done in our past births. So, whenever we think, we speak, we act, and we keep repeating it, that becomes a sanskar. And that sanskar is the basis of your thought, word, and act now. You are not thinking according to what is happening outside. You are not speaking according to the situation you are in. You are not behaving according to your circumstances. You are thinking, speaking, and acting according to your sanskars. Do you understand this point? How many of you understand this? Yes, so Baba says that, so those who have joined recently, I would request that you just switch on your video, because if you don't switch on your video, you will not have full attention on the class. And there is a lot of interaction that happens when you switch on the video. So I would request that even if you are not ready today, you're not dressed up or anything, tomorrow you make it a point to prepare yourself in such a way that you can switch on the video, because this is about you, this is for you. So if you take maximum benefit, it will be good for you. Yes, so I'm okay with you considering you people's souls. That's okay for me. But if you switched on, you would feel better. So now you see that Baba says that you are a soul, you are sitting on your seat, which is right in the center of the brain. And you are the one seeing everything through the eyes, hearing everything through the ears, speaking through the mouth, and be acting through your hands and body. And how you are perceiving every scene outside is according to your sanskar. And how you are responding to it is also according to your sanskar. Okay, now this is very new knowledge, because until now we were thinking that we are feeling what's out there and we are responding according to what's out there. And that's why all our efforts were misdirected. We were trying to change what's out there because we thought that that is the basis of my experience. But now this new knowledge tells you where is the root and which root do you need to water. So the tree of life is outside, but the root is inside. You are not seeing, thinking what's outside. You are seeing, thinking, experiencing, and responding according to who you are. What is your quality? That is why when you behave badly, Don't think about the person who triggered that behavior. Don't think about the situation that triggered it, but think about what is it in me that gets triggered when that thing happens. Yes, so, and your sanskar is the basis of what you're attracting. Okay, so if you are, so let me give you a very simple example. So there is this one sister, and she's usually very discontented with everything that's around her. Okay, so when she went, when she went to the center, so, or she joined the class, so then she expressed this, that I'm usually very discontented with my husband, my children, my family. They don't respect me, they don't treat me well. And then during the conversation, it was very clear that it's not that they don't respect her or they don't treat her well. They are, in fact, the most respectful people you could think about. But then, what is the problem? The problem is that when she was a child, then her mother was very disrespected. And she was also very disrespected because the father did not have a respectful attitude towards women. And because of that, that sanskar of feeling disrespected, that has come into the programming. And now, even when everybody is respectful, she is feeling that disrespect. And then she's forcing, she's applying force that people should change the way they talk or people should change the way they behave. But actually, all her efforts are going to wane because the problem is not outside, the problem is inside. So, first thing knowledge does is gives you the diagnosis of where the problem is. Because if you don't know where the problem is, you are finding solutions outside. And then Baba tells us that one is you experience as you are, second is you respond as you are, and third is you attract as you are also. So it's not just your experience or your response that's based on your sanskar, but also what you attract is based on your sanskar. So suppose inside there is impurity, then you will attract unfavorable circumstances. So why is it that in the world, everybody is, mostly if you see, everybody in this day and age is attracting circumstances and behaviors that they are finding difficult to deal with. Yes, you are attracting adversity. Why? Because there is impurity inside. So when there is impurity inside, then you attract also likewise. You perceive and experience likewise, and then you respond likewise. So your experience is on the basis of sanskar, your karma is on the basis of sanskar, and what you are attracting is also on the basis of your sanskar. This is very important knowledge that Baba gives us. And today Baba in the Murli says, do you even check whether you are soul conscious? So what is soul consciousness? Soul consciousness is staying in the awareness that I am experiencing everything according to my sanskar, I am responding and I am attracting according to my sanskar. It's not the external world that's responsible. That is the stage of soul consciousness. And then Baba says that soul consciousness also means that just like, when you're body conscious, you know that you cannot hear if you don't have ears. Yes, or, the eyes are important, the ears are important, the tongue is important, the body's health is important. Similarly, when you're soul conscious, you know that your mind is important, your buddhi is important, and your sanskars are important. So, why do people not pay attention to developing spiritual health and they are running after physical health? because they think that physical health is very important. And why do they think that? Because they are body conscious. It's not to say that physical health is not important. Yes, it is important. But when you're body conscious, you only think about the importance of physical health. But when you're soul conscious, you know that you are the one doing everything through the body. So your spiritual health is very important. And your mind to be peaceful, your intellect to be clean and clear, and your sanskars to be divine is your most important pursuit. It is your priority. So when you're soul conscious, you understand, you are in complete awareness that you are the one doing everything through the body. So your stage is more important than anything else in the body, or in anything else in the world. So I will tell you one thing. There's one brother, and he is into gyan for now, let's say, some 15 years. And then he is now into an office working, and in that office there is a lot of workload, and because of that he started missing classes. And then I asked him, why are you missing classes? So he said, Didi, lot of workload. So I said, okay, but what will happen if you don't take care of the work? So he said, I will have a very bad reputation that I'm a bad worker here. I'm a bad employee. So I said, and what will happen if you miss classes? So he said, then I will not go to heaven. So I said, which is a bigger loss? So he said, Didi, I don't know, but right now, I feel like the job is very important. So I said, that's because you are being body conscious. You are not. When you sit in soul consciousness and you understand that you are the one working, so if you are not in a good stage, you cannot even do justice to your work. So that's why people are running after money and work and relationships and body, but they are not watering the seed, because you are not soul conscious. You don't understand that the one working through the body, the one taking care of relationships, the one doing everything through the body is you, the soul. So when you are soul conscious, you are aware that you are responsible for, your stage is responsible for experience, response, and attraction. And second, you attach importance to building your stage rather than doing everything outside. Baba has never told us to leave the world. Baba has said, you do everything while living in your family or while carrying on with your work. So you don't have to leave anything, but your priority is your spiritual stage. And then Baba has told us that when you're soul conscious, you also understand that purifying yourself or transforming yourself doesn't need any external help. So, when you tell people, please change, or, do something to shift your awareness, or do something to change how you feel inside or how you behave, then the first thing they will say is, my circumstances are bad. I cannot change my behavior. Because people think that inner transformation is dependent on external transformation. That's why people want to run away. So, there are many people who come to the center and they tell us, can you keep us here for 10 days? So I say, why? What will you do when you stay here for 10 days? So they say, we will get transformed. So I always tell them, you will get temporarily transformed if that transformation is according to your external circumstances. But real transformation doesn't depend on external circumstances. So, if you go and live in a peaceful place, some days you will feel peaceful, but then your sanskar will not get transformed. You come back to your home again and you will be the same person. But real transformation, sanskar transformation, is not dependent on anything external. It's a very intellect and mind game. So, you are the soul. You can transform your sanskar through your mind and intellect. And that is being soul conscious. When you know how you created that sanskar, so whatever you thought, whatever you focused on, and then according to your thought and focus, the way you behaved, that changed your sanskar. Right? So let's say, how did you create a sanskar of anger? Somebody was angry around you and they kept getting angry. And then you kept thinking about them. So their anger became your anger. Yes, and then they are gone from your life and you are still an angry person. Yes, somebody misbehaved with you and then you came into low self-esteem. Yes, they kept telling you you're worth nothing, you're good for nothing. And then you started thinking about what they are saying. And then now they are gone and now you are still thinking I'm good for nothing. So this is how you create a sanskar, not by what's happening, but how you are thinking about it or where you are focusing your attention. Let's say you had a set of parents and among them one was encouraging and other was discouraging. Now you were very attached to the one who was encouraging, so then you developed the sanskar of feeling good about yourself, feeling worthy, because you focused on that one and you didn't focus on the other one. But if it is vice versa, then you developed a sanskar where you think low of yourself. So Baba says, your sanskars are created by where you focus and what you think about. So now, even while living in this Kali Yugi setting, in this setting where things and elements of nature are in their most depleted state, what you can do is think about me, focus on me. And that is the method to change your sanskar. And this is knowledge. Baba says, now you know that yes, there is a neighbor who is fighting with you. You know, there is a family member who is discontent with you. There is a work that's not going too well. But you also know that there is Baba sitting in the world of peace, in the beyond. Just take your awareness to that world. With your mind, fly to that world. And you, the soul, when you fly to that world, sit in front of Baba. And Baba is sending you waves of peace, waves of love. Baba is the ocean. Baba is sending you waves of purity. Just sit there and absorb those waves. And when you focus your mind and intellect like that, so the intellect will make you fly, the mind will make you feel. So with the intellect, you focus on Baba in the world of light and peace, your sweet home, which is in the beyond. And then with your mind, you feel the company of Baba. And when you use your mind and intellect, Baba's peace, Baba's purity, Baba's love will become yours. And then your sanskar will be transformed, because when you fill yourself with the opposite of the sanskar that you have, then that will displace the sanskar, the empty or negative sanskar that you're carrying. So Baba says this is the way to transform yourself. And Baba says this knowledge is very important, because until and unless you know that you are the one doing everything and you have a mind and intellect, and your sanskar can get transformed with the use of mind and intellect, you cannot use the mind and intellect to transform your sanskar. And second thing, you have to have the knowledge of Baba. Yes, let's say, you are living in a very warm place and then there is one room which has air conditioning in it. And you can go and sit and feel the coolness there. But you don't know that room exists. Then how will you go there? You cannot go to a room you don't have knowledge about that it exists. And the problem is we didn't know that the soul world exists. And that Baba is there in the soul world, and Baba is the purifier, and Baba is the ocean of peace and ocean of love. All we knew about God is somebody who just grants our wishes. We didn't know that God is this being of light who is a being, a point, and an ocean. And he resides in that world above, and you can just go and sit there and soak in all the love and light from Baba and be colored by his company. So, this is the knowledge that makes you transform your sanskars. And this is why Baba says knowledge is very important. Because without this knowledge, you cannot consider yourself to be a soul, you cannot go to Baba. And in the world, there is an interesting saying that people just say that, all knowledge is the same, everywhere the same things are being spoken about. That's not true. Here, Baba is teaching you Raj Yoga. Baba is giving you the knowledge which you never had, which the whole of humanity never had. And only when you imbibe this knowledge, when you use this knowledge, you can change your sanskar. So, sanskar transformation doesn't require circumstances transformation. But another thing is very true, sanskar transformation is the basis of circumstances transformation. Because I told you that as is your sanskar, so do you attract. Okay? So when you become pure, when you become peaceful, when you become happy, you attract a world of purity, peace, and happiness. And then the world gets transformed because of your sanskar, because of your effort. So this is knowledge, this is new knowledge for the creation of the new world. Because with this knowledge, you become a new you, and the new you is the basis of a new world. So this is what Baba is saying in the Murli today. Okay, Om Shanti. Anybody wants to share anything, has any question, please unmute yourself and share. So any question, any comment, anything you want to share, any experience, whatever you want to share, you can. Even if you have switched off the camera, that's okay. You can just speak. That's fine. You can unmute and speak. Okay. Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Didi, I wanted to ask, when we are Karma Yogi, staying in Swaman can also be counted in that Karma Yoga?
Yes, but you have to be in remembrance of Baba or in. So if you are in Swaman, you will be in remembrance of Baba. Yes, because Swaman is coming from Baba. So remembrance of Baba while being in action is Karma Yoga. Okay. Om Shanti. So nobody wants to share anything? Are you all awake also? So, okay, are you listening to me? Okay, fine.